Discovering the extraordinary and the ordinary. Making dreams a reality.
It's not a quick fix.
It's for life. It's for life. It's for life.
Mpepo ngwaneso ke lebelegeng lenanegong la rena la botlhokwa e leng it's for life. Tlhago ke ntho ya botlhokwa. Batho re kopane le tlhago le diphedi tše dingwe. Tlhago e re fa dilo ka moka. E ba rena batho ba e leng gore ra e šašara ka ntša. Mohlala wa botse ke batho ba ba dulang metsesetoropong. Go na le bothata ba magoto. Ge batho ba latlhela ditlhakala mo e leng gore ga wa swanela gona, bothata bo golela go ya pele. Ye nngwe gape mpholo wa go bolaya magotlo ke matšhošetši mo go rena batho le diphedi tše dingwe. Pele nka le botša gore re ka dira bjang ka bothata bo, a re bone gore molotse tšheofatso le ena kgomotso ba dira eng.
Send me the SMS.
I don't like.
No, thanks. What the hell is this? Open, let's see. Let me read it out loud, ne? It's for life. Living in the city, we sometimes forget that we still need to live in harmony with nature. If we don't, the environment gets out of balance and problems arise. An example is a rat infestation in townships. These rats become pests and can spread harmful diseases. It is said that in Alexandra, some rats are big as dogs. Luckily, there is an eco-friendly solution. Go to Eco Solutions to find out what that solution is. You will present your ideas on how to improve this campaign to me and a panel of experts tomorrow. I think it's something to do with rats.
What about rats?
The task is to go to that Eco Solutions to find out what that solution is. Eco-friendly solution, though.
Yeah, solutions.
And then afterwards, we have to present our ideas on how to improve this campaign, these rats
So we
and
should
stuff.
come back with our own ideas to improve on theirs.
Let's go.
Boraro bo ya Felens go la Johannesburg Maboneng go kopana le Jonathan Howe wa Eco Solutions. O tla ba bontšha tše ntši ka Owl Project. Owlbox ke project ya go lwantšhana le magoto mo motsesetoropong go šomišwa marubiši.
Morning.
Good morning.
Welcome to Eco Solutions.
Thank you so much. My name is Khomoto.
My name is Moluti.
Moluti.
Yeah.
Hello.
My name is Tsecho.
Sejo.
Yeah, nice
All right.
meeting you.
Pleased to meet you all. Welcome to Eco Solutions.
Thank you.
You all owl friendly?
Yes.
Good. Good. Apparently you've got some questions for me.
Maybe you can start by telling us about the Eco Solutions. What do you do, guys?
Eco Solutions is fundamentally a company that looks at solving problem animals in an environmentally friendly way. We're very opposed to poison for a couple of reasons. First of all, we don't think poison works. So poison's not the answer. So we use owls, we use bats, we use environmental solutions for environmental problems. I'll put my sunglasses on.
How has it helped with the infestation of rats? Which I see that you are targeting schools with young children. How is that project coming along with the owl box?
Owls are territorial. So by targeting schools, we can work out owl territories using schools as our territorial kind of, that's how we define the territories, is per school. The other thing about schools is in a place like Alexandra or Soweto or those places, schools often have quite big grounds. They maybe have a playing field or a soccer field. They've got quite a big area. So if we can convince the school not to use any poison, we've got a poison-free zone in the middle of a township. And finally, it's good for kids in terms of education because of the mythological fears. You know there's mythology about owls?
Yes.
You've heard about it? If an owl lands on your roof,
yes,
somebody's going to die.
witchcraft,
You
yes.
know that story? Yeah, we do. So you've got these young owls, they can be released, but where do you put them? And then that's why you've got the Township Project, where kids can be educated about them. We know there's a shortage of owls in townships because of things like algae carb,
Yes.
because of mythology. So these kids, their schools become sort of, they're ambassadors within that township. Okay, there you go. So here's a barn owl. All right. Now, the couple of things you can see about him. First of all, you can see very sharp talons, catching rats. Okay. Barn owls are fantastic. I mean, they eat a rat whole. So even those big township rats, a barn owl like this will get the head, always start with the head in its mouth. You know, the rat's head's got a V shape, get in its mouth, and it'll sit there and it'll chug that rat down. Sometimes it takes 3/4 of an hour to swallow that rat, but it'll eat it whole. See, it's got that big disc. Okay, this is all for sound. Barn owls actually hunt using their ears more than their eyes generally. Okay. Birds of prey eyes are not better than ours. They're different to ours. Okay, and they're designed to do different things. Their magnification is better than ours, but their three-dimensional sight isn't anywhere nearly as good as ours. And the other thing about an owl like this is if you have a look at his wings, you see along the edge of the wing there, can you see all those serrations?
Yes, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just along the edge there. There. This owl makes no noise at all when he flies. Okay, not like other birds that you hear them flying. This owl you can't hear fly at all, and that's so that he can catch rats without them hearing him coming. Okay, and I mean they're perfectly designed. Their whole design. In fact, their ears are displaced. Your ears, they're both hopefully opposite each other, but these owls have got one ear higher up and one ear lower down, and the reason for that is they turn their head continuously when they're hunting. Okay, and by the discrepancy with their ears, they can actually judge the distance to the rat. Okay, so they're perfectly designed for catching rats. That's what they do.
Do you only use the owls as your strategy or your solution to reduce the rate?
No, you can't. It has to be a what we call an integrated pest management program. But at the end of the day, litter's a big one. The kids have got to keep their areas clean. Okay, and the township, essentially, Alex has to keep itself clean. That will reduce rodent populations dramatically. The critical thing here is education. So your task is going to be educational. How are we going to get more people in Alex aware of this project, know that it exists, and know that owls are there to catch rats?
All right.
Good, I'm looking forward to your presentation tomorrow.
All right. Thank you.
Thanks very much.
Le nna ke rutile gore ga re bona yene ne tsantse re tshela ka grofsot ka re rutile gore e tlisa di-bad so tuto ke kry-ileng ka jeko ka yona gore e ja magotla ke ntho e leng gore it's new mo nna and it's very interesting go ituta ka yona.
I should make peace with because right now I still feel that thing brings bad luck. Fortunately, never as I ke lugulile kudu ke tshwarana le ribishi
go tlo nna boima nka se batle go bua maka go ba bolella gore marubishi a ja magotla se batho ba bangata ba ba itseng, and that's why ke re e tlo nna like rena more ba educator and yet re try go etsa research ka yone. How are we going to to inform people about situation and go tlo ba boima thata ke go bua maka.
Batšakarolo ba ithutile ka Owl Project, tsela ya bonolo ya go lwantšhana le bothata ba magotlo. Ba ile go dira dinyakišišo tše tseneletseng go tšwa bathong ba Alexandra ka magotlo le marubiši. Mpholo wa magotlo go kotsi kudu dipheding tše dingwe, batho le ecosystem. Mpholo o ka bolaya bana. Se se ra gore tšhomišo ya mpholo wa magotlo ga ya bolokega. Tlholego ya magotlo e dirwa ke gore mafelo a sa hlweka. A re bone gore batho ba reng go ba tšeakarolo ba rena ka bothata ba magotlo.
Abafethu bengicela ukubuza nje a few questions ne relating about rats. So ngifuna ukwazi ukuthi ama challenges aniwafisa la Alexandra with ama rats.
Lamagundane lawa ayasihlupha serious yabo. Unokuwabona mawuphuma ngaphandle agcolela estradini. Sininini uthi uyavuka ekuseni uthola igundwane lifile lapha phambi kwakini endlini yabo.
Asisakwazi nokubeka ukudla thina singana ama-fridge because of lamagundwane emibheda ngisakhuluma.
Inzinto akhobhoza idustbin. Muva le dustbin yangena bakho ukudla. Baye dustbin ahle. Funa kuvale early. Kunzela uba kangangena apha endlini. Ngoba yangena vele bangavalanga.
Tukabubona, I think they're also part of the problems because Batu, they don't take care of the environment that they live in. Like for example, when I'm eating this, I must put it in a bin. So people, they just throw stuff away, and that is also a cause for red. The rats is like they say the scavengers.
Yeah.
They eat after such things.
O ra gore mama ga re ka tlisa marubitsi a mo Alexandra go tla a tlo re thusa ka magato.
O feteleng swile.
O ra re batho ba mo
Wa tsaba Alexandra ke ko. Maoto a bene mo ke ona khale kuma kuntlwana ala maulu ka re di abantsha. Ke ona a bene mo Alexandra. Wa ibona. Awa wona o kre re ditse mo ditrupuni. Re ditse mo mantshwe. Re a lebeletse bila re mesela. Ayagwa just us down. Mo
My mama, do you know an owl, Ribish? Menyane nang matlo ba go lenyane. E bonagala too much bishego. Wa itse. Oh, yellow. Awu bengazi.
Sakhula kuphiyalo esayisisa. Siyazi ukuzicover nje, siyazi kuyinto yokuthakatha yabo. Thina masiyibona ihleli phezulu kwethu
sesicabanga ukuthi
bayangithakatha lapho yabo.
Naganang ka ditumelo tse tsa gore batho ba ngata ba re lebirubishi ke nonyane ya baloi.
Ga re kopana le marubishi a mangata le dikatse tse dingata. Wa o bushisa. Ka dikhalakhala le maotlo a dikhalakhala. Wa bona. Ewa.
Gore sa ba ka le maribisha magotlo bona a futsegile ne ba reka sthari mono o khumana le masaka-saka mara gona no khumana re kitse thufu ka lwa ka la ona maribisha
Awa. Was chabana wa?
Sikova sha chabi.
Chenja ina ma ka se sko.
Not rubbish.
Che uri aul ke buloi I think. Ya hiyo che.
It's a thing gape se leng gore re ka tsitisa sa re thusa as re tlisa marubitsi se seng gape se ka ba se feng.
Ka one no tlisa marubitsi. Ali primilona bana ba jasere bana re challenge ka ra marapo wa bona ke tshetse marapo tisa marapo wa ka wena re chela ali primi ka marapo bana le bona ba tlo ba ke sana le makuntlo.
Boraro bolokela go presenta mekgwana-kgwana ya go bea all box campaign maemong a godimo go badilwa ditulo Botomi Mushwana, journalist, Jonathan Howe wa Eco Solutions le Kakapae.
Day 1. Then, Malodzi, you know you have 5 minutes. My presentation is about owls. In my language, you call them maribishi. I learned yesterday that rats are our worst enemies because they invade our space. So owls should be our solution. They should be our friends in attacking or fighting these enemies. But the solutions, I think we're not doing enough in terms of teaching people about owls. People still believe they are evil, but we can just teach these people in a way of using media. Maybe use television, use radio, public awareness campaigns, just to make them, just to prepare them to can welcome these owls in their communities.
Sorry, but we must stop you. It is time. You've gone over your prescribed 5 minutes for your presentation, but thank you.
Thank you. Jonathan, did you get anything new?
In your solutions, you've come up with needs more media coverage and this and that, but you haven't actually presented a solution to me. But you haven't come up with something for me that is, I think the media, what we should do is we should have owls on buses, or we should have kids with owl t-shirts on, and we should have a national Alexandra Owl Day.
Did you do your research? Yes, I did.
How? Because to speak of media campaigns, it's an assumption that you have a large source of capital. Because to be on radio, to be on television, to be on newspapers, for instance, you look at a national paper, half a page can cost you R500,000 just to put an advert.
Out of 10?
I kind of found it mediocre, so I want to give you a 5 out of 10.
I'll definitely give you a -5.
You're giving him -5?
Yeah.
Okay, you're going to give him 0.
Yeah, you could say it.
Well, thank you.
Yeah.
I can really say I tried. I thought I had it all in a way, or okay, I'm gonna lay all the resources to me. But just because of I realized I misunderstood the task, so I failed, and I think my family would be disappointed if they were to hear about this. I didn't choose, but I want to lose this opportunity. It happened, I wasn't prepared enough. It's just a lesson to me, or okay, next time just get your things straight, make sure you understand everything before you mess up a great opportunity again.
Solution has come up with an idea whereby they can implement barn owls. Now, one of the questions I asked myself while conducting this research is, if we cannot use the barn owls, what other eco-friendly solutions could we use? So I thought to myself, think deep, Homoto, eco-friendly way. What would we use? Cats. Wow, interesting. However, cats are also associated with witchcraft in Alexandra Township. Second option that I thought about, peppermint oil. Peppermint oil is so strong that rats would not want to be near it. And the smell of peppermint oil, rats will run away from it. But then a question posed into my mind, how much are the local supermarkets selling this peppermint oil? How much are we, the public, being educated about this? It led me to my third suggestion, which was pamphlets. We can send out pamphlets. The eco-solution targets young kids at schools, whereby they...
Unfortunately, your time is up. Sorry.
I like the fact that you're thinking about eco-solutions that aren't presented or out there. I like the idea of peppermint oil. The one thing that I would like to say is that just because people are afraid of owls because of a mythological fear, it doesn't mean that we need to turn away from that as a solution. That's where the education comes in, and I wouldn't have minded seeing more ideas about educating people around owls.
For your age particularly, and especially because you studied journalism, is why did you not even consider the use of social networks?
Actually, I did consider the use of social networks. As you can see at the picture that I took with Mayor Brenda, her clip was the most powerful one because the way she expressed herself and the way she said she would agree and strongly support the initiative, I wanted to use it. But however, we just...
No, I'm not asking that. I'm asking in terms of spreading, part of educating people about owls. Why not, the use of social networks? But I think generally one thing you need to pay attention to, you answer too quickly, but you never actually answer the questions. You need to kind of listen more and think more about what you're being asked before you just speak.
Now this one, I would say 5.
Okay, I'm going to do 7 then. Okay.
I'll also go for 5, purely because you actually did some research.
Yeah.
listen, gentlemen, I'd like to ask you, what can we do to enhance and bring innovative ideas to eco-solutions? What can we do? Well, I have the solution. I believe that it is very important for eco-solution to stop being isolated, for you guys to expand. Go to affected areas, go to different communities, build centers, offices, buildings, where people can have information, because now I clearly think that you are in one place. Make eco-solutions part of our family, not to be apart from our families. And another important thing, if I may add up, as an implementation as an implementation to improving your campaign as eco-solution, I believe that plantation of trees is very important. Did you know that trees attract owls? Well, it does. Owls are attracted by trees, and I believe if we go to different communities and we implement these strategies and give it to them and say, plant trees in your communities, the more the communities and people see owls, they'll obviously have a relationship with them, and they'll obviously not have those myths and taboos about the owls. They'll see, once we see owls, these owls are going to be able to help us as a community. This is my presentation from me to you. I hope you enjoyed it.
The trees are interesting because they actually create a happier living environment. And if people are happier within their environment, they tend to look after it more. So then litter becomes less of an issue because they actually like the feeling of the environment they live in. So it's a good idea, but aside from that, the idea of getting out there every day, this is what I've been looking for. I've been looking for something to implement. So when I finish here today, I'm going to go to my office, I'm going to phone the regional director for Alex, and I'm going to say, listen, we want a full-time office in Alex at one of the clinics.
Out of 10?
I would give her 10 because we didn't even stop her. She didn't even go over 5 minutes.
No, it was all well put together.
I'm not going to ask because I know you're going to give her 20.
I'm not going to give you 20. I was going to give you 9. I'm consistent. I started with there and I'm kind of...
I'll give you 9.
Oh, okay, thanks. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Thanks, sir.
Ke tshepa gore batšeakarolo ba rena go na le se ba ithutileng sona lekgolo. Ga ba ithuta fela ka the Owl Box Project fela. Le ka tše dingwe. Le wena kua gae, ke tshepa gore go na le se o ithutileng sona. Ge ke ruma ke re, tlogelang marobiši a dire se a tlwaetšeng go se dira, go ja nama. Go fitlhela re kopana beke tlang ke setogolo sa barolong, ke sepotla se bogodi, ke re yelele. Ha!
Discovering the extraordinary.